I think Handa and Sakura is not here right now, so I don't think they will be joining for today.
They'll just sleep.
Yeah, they probably are sleeping. But then again, in the previous episode of this adventure, you did defeat the direwolves. It was a pretty rough and tough game, and a pretty brutal battle. It was pretty fun, and ended surprisingly.
I mean, it went better than the other group, I'll say that much.
Yeah, well, at least no one of you died.
No.
I never died.
No one was crushed.
How weird.
And we
How
did
weird
have...
that Ogre killed himself, not me.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about there. And
All thanks to my
Dead?
machine.
But yes, so you have defeated the direwolves laying slain in front of you. It's pretty gruesome scene, you're all pretty tired, and you have all kind of got used to the smell of shit around here right now. After the glorious moment of Lanny and all this. And
The shit flinger.
yes, and suddenly everything is flickering around you, like the light is changing, and suddenly everything breaks down, like a broken mirror around you. The world shatters, and you all wake up in a large room, laying in your beds. Similar to the previous group, do you all wake up feeling a bit confused, because after all, one moment you were in cave fighting for your lives against these beasts and these monsters, and then you're waking up here.
Huh.
And Lanny, you haven't shit yourself. However, you farting quite bad.
Oh, man.
But now I can't I can't fling my shit.
Yeah, you can't do that. However, you have gained +1 farting. Okay.
Nice.
Mark it down.
Yeah. And waking up, you see other beds are empty in the big room, and you see Jen sitting there over his book, looking up at you all like... he looks a bit surprised, or maybe not. It's pretty hard to actually read what his expression in general. He seemed to be like raising an eyebrow. So you have finally woken up. That was about time. And you there, he points at Lanny. You smell way too awful.
Thanks.
That was godlike the worst thing I ever seen, he said. And then he gets up and walk out of the room. Ah, damn noobs.
Hey, fuck that
Back
guy.
in my days.
Back in
What a
my
fucking
days.
asshole.
And then you recognize Kayla entering, the half-elf with the long orange-red hair and silver armor that guided you in the beginning. And see, she looks at all of you with a pretty serious expression. So, it seems like all of you have finally made it through the trial. I do understand you might have questions what happening and why you are here and not in the cave.
Where is my shit?
Excuse me?
That's my question.
Excuse
Where
me?
is my shit?
What? She looks at you confused.
That's
Yo,
the
so he
question
shit
everyone
himself,
wants to
so...
know.
And she like frowning. I mean, I don't need to know that. Gosh, men.
I was quite fond of my shit. Give it back?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
go
I
in.
mean, shut
The
up.
crystal
She
you
see it
gave me. I
raising
would like
her
to study it.
She raised her hand. Oh God, you. I was just gonna say that you all passed. The guild master approved of it. And if you want shit, go and take a dump, you dumb goblin. Oh gosh. She's
That's
raising
what
her
they're
hands and
doing
just
right
walks
now.
out. Seemingly frustrated over all of you.
You see, we don't even need the pointless blabbering.
And also, you do notice that in beds beside, you see Reina and Dranir sleeping. They seem to be sleeping pretty well. They seem like they also got out of the dreams. But now they're just tired and sleep.
Nice. Let's not wake them up, maybe.
Yeah, they are comatose right now, so you can't wake them however much you want.
Drenner has a serious problem.
What?
He's always in coma.
That's true. That damn blood sugar. Hoo hoo.
Yeah, now best with the blood sugar. But yes, and you all get to leave the room, and you're finding the big dining hall, where you see some of the other characters from the other group. You're seeing, for example, the big centaur walking around there, like, roar. And you're seeing an half-orc, and yeah, a bunch of different people, as well, many others, of course, that is part of this guild. And the smell of food is kind of lingering in the entire hall, and for you guys, this is actually a very good time for you to eat, because it had been quite draining. Even if you have been all dreaming, it had been quite taking a lot of energy of you guys. So this is a perfect time for you all to recharge quite a bit.
I actually have no idea what my character eats, or even if he eats.
I don't.
It's oil.
Oh yeah, I don't think you really need it to eat.
Yeah.
Ias runs off to the table and starts eating anything he sees.
Question: am I losing bullets? Do I have my?
Yeah, you haven't lost any bullets. Bullets,
Okay,
arrows, and stuff like that. And for Draconic that use spells, those spells haven't been used, so you can still use the spells today.
Woo!
I want to get some oil and find.
How about
the
damage?
Robo
Is
Boy.
it back to normal as well? Or HP?
Yeah,
Of
HP is
course.
back to normal.
Nice.
Woo!
Can
So-
I get some oil and find the Robo Boy, and spend some time with him?
Robo-Boy? Oh,
The
yeah,
fucking-
Cogwheel. Okay, I was for a moment like, what are you talking about? Robo-Boy? Seriously, and this Robo-Boy is like over 3 meters tall, so he's pretty fucking big Robo-Boy. He's
Only
best
a
boy.
meter above me. Give me
Yeah.
some crazy.
The thing is that he also pretty much just as broad as he's tall, so... And yes,
Oh yeah.
this big cogwheel, this robot, this yellow steam golem, is found... Mostly he's walking around in the lower levels of the guild, mainly doing heavy lifting and making sure that people behaves. He seemed to be the kind of... If you mess up... Wow, that was... Snake! Snake! They have
Mommy.
spotted us.
I definitely didn't forget to mute my phone or anything.
Don't worry. It's not the entire world. I was just surprised. Ironically, I actually had that as an SMS signal way back as well.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm a big fan of the Metal Gear games and all. But yes, and you get to talk to this big Lankometer. He doesn't talk super much. He's more like the listener. But he does speak a little bit. And in general, he's taking it very chill, watching over, and seem happy to have someone else that is pretty similar to him, being non-human, metallic, oily build thing, so to speak, aka machine.
I wanna give him some oil and just sit next to him.
Yeah, you see them watching
Just
all
spend
over. Everything the sun touches is our kingdom.
We're gonna take over. No, I mean, cool dude.
Yeah.
It sounds like a cheesy story I read once.
Yeah. And while you're watching out there, what does Lani do?
Are there any rat barbecue?
What
To
did you
eat?
say? So, what did you say?
Is there any rat barbecue to eat?
Rat barbecue. Well, you're in luck because the best chef in the entire guild, chef.
That is not Handa, by the way.
No, it's not Handa. It's an dwarf named Bjarnesos that is the master chef. And when you ask for rat, he's like, "Yeah, son, you want to eat rat? Well, son, I have the best rat in the entire damn ship here, I'm gonna tell you. So sit down, and I'm gonna make you a one damn good barbecue rat and give you some sweet beans to it too."
Very
This is-
nice.
He's southern.
Well, he's a
Gee
silent
golly.
dwarf. Gee golly. Yeah, soon you're hearing that crisping sound of fat dropping to the fire, and you're feeling the smell of warmed meat, and soon you get a big juicy plate with the barbecue rat, and you see right away that this is actually well done. It's not bloody, it's not full of weird bacteria that is threatening to consume your entire organs, and some beans and some ale to it. Like, yeah, here, son, go and eat and enjoy yourself.
Well, isn't that nice?
Yes.
I'll help myself.
Yeah, and
Good
it's
Civ.
and it's quite good, and you die.
You shoot yourself.
Your rectum can't handle all the crap exploding out of it. Nah, well, it's actually a very, very nice dish. Surprisingly, really good. And for the rest of the day, you do get +1 in Constitution.
Why not?
So you get that. That is a plus you get for the rest of the day.
Okay. Do I write it down?
Yeah, you can write it down on temporary mods. So
okay.
Yeah, and then I ask, what do you do?
Well, I gather up a bunch of meat, very well done,
Yeah.
and bread, and just sit down and start staring around as I eat, looking for any magic being used in the area.
Yes, you do see. I mean, when you sitting there eating from your plate of meat, and you do notice there's lots of magic going around there. That is the thing that Haradrim Guild is very famous for, and the Red Queen, the entire ship, is because there's lots of magic going on. And meanwhile, most cities and most countries doesn't have daily use of magic. Much of it actually do occur here. You don't know why, because it seems like magic have quite the high consistency here, that it's very packed with magic here, making good use of the entire thing, that being able to use quite a lot of magic. And there's also, you see, a bunch of elves and dwarves and humans, all races, doing all sorts of weird magics and stuff. Is there anything special magic you kind of look into?
What am I curious about here? Something with fire. Lots of fire.
Fire!
We have an arsonist here.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I know lightning already. Fire felt like a good way to go.
Perfect way to start. And, well, there is one person you could ask, and in general actually is a very good person to go to in general when you're looking for magic. And it is the library. There is a big library in the ship, in the guild as well, and in this, let's see, where do we have it?
There's a library?
Yeah, it's a library.
I'm gone. You'll
And-
never see me again.
Yes.
Goddamn.
In the library does this lady work, and she is a very powerful caster as well. She is a mage using fire, actually, so that is even better in your case, since you wanted that. And when you enter there, you see there's a bunch of people. Mostly you do recognize this kind of classic, stereotypical mage person with thin bodies or fat bodies and cloaks and beards. And then, of course, you appear there like this big-ass hunk, like... like, you're lifting as much... But he is like that.
Above half elf.
Yeah, but he have like 20 strength or something.
It's only
Only 18.
yes, only 80.
Only 80, yes, he's a buff boy, he's a buff mage.
I like contradicting characters, so I imagine he doesn't look very buff.
But when he takes you, that is definitely like 18, I mean like, fuck. And yes, when you enter the library, there is this kind of lingering mystery over it, as most libraries have. And you see this woman, Gemma as she's called, looking at you like, well, aren't you a new one, sweetie? Can I help you with something?
Fire! Lots of fire!
She looks at
Where's
you.
fire?
She looks at you a bit like, are you okay, sir? Well, I can help you with fire in many kind of ways, if you know. But
He looks like he's drunk, just looking all around him all the
yeah,
time.
I mean, you have thousands of books there probably cramped in, and some of them you recognize, others you don't recognize. Some of them are very new, Some of them are ancient, and from what you can see behind her, she's standing at a little reception there, like pretty much, and going through a bunch of books. There is a locked door, and you can see it says forbidden to enter. And you can pretty much guess that there inside there is even more powerful and darker tomes and things like that.
I want in there.
And she looks like,
No.
you don't. I'm sorry, but that's the rules. I'm the rules here. But I can help you with this. She's throwing up a big ass book. You said you wanted to read a little about fire. Then I can suggest chapter 384, page 1332 here. Say like, you see the book actually open by itself when she's speaking about it, and then she literally holds up the book in front of you, like, so here you're gonna read lots of fire, and you see it's literally all concepts of fire you can read about pretty much about there.
Nice.
He stands there in shock, looking at the book.
I feel like I asked him to get a fucking orgasm or something. Just,
Oh, so much magic, so much
Oh
books.
god.
Yeah.
He bows down on the floor. And just like, thank you!
Well, but Draconic, like, yes, it was worth all the pain in that trial now. Okay, but okay. After this, while Ayas is having an orgasm in the library, what do you do now? Not when you have been hanging out a little bit with Cogwheel. We talk a bit, and he doesn't talk much about his past or anything like that. He's more talking about what happened now, and listen to you talking a little bit like that. And somehow it kind of feels relaxing because he's not very pushy or anything like that. He just sits there and surprisingly calm for being this big ass mechanical boy.
I mean, as a mechanical boy, I understand. I feel like I want to excuse myself and kind of just roam around the Red Queen, finding shops like traders, animal shelter or something.
Yeah.
Anything.
Weren't you looking for an pet? Or was it Yuri?
Yeah. Well, I want a dog for Connor and a bear for you.
Well, a dog. We have Lanny for that.
Lanny's a goblin.
Hey,
Dog,
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, put a leash on Lanny.
Oh god.
BDSM with a goblin, my favorite.
Sniff.
50 Shades of Lanny.
Oh, God.
I'm gone.
The newly released fantasy book with Lanny as the main character. And his forbidden love with the android.
No.
No.
Receiving 28 stab wounds.
28 stabs!
28 stab wounds, you know. Yeah, but I wanna
Pretty
go.
much died.
I wanna go roam around the Red Queen.
Yeah,
Just
you can do
finding
that.
some vendors and pretty much anything.
Yeah,
I presume I'm new to that place, so
yeah, there's still lots of you haven't seen. Or I mean, seriously, this is a very, very big ship, and there's lots of different stores. So there is definitely plenty of things to explore and check out and all that. And
yeah, that's my train of thought.
And Lanny, you have been finishing your very deliciously made rat and beans, and you're seeing the chef's Bianesa stands there like, yeah, I'm happy to see you really do getting along and eating as well, because damn, this is some good food, son.
Oh yeah.
Dang, son.
Especially when it isn't Honda that is making it.
Oh, who?
Who?
Yeah, who?
It's Reina.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, I have no idea.
Forget often.
I have no idea how you can fail to make a rat barbecue because, son, it's a pretty simple procedure to do. So if your friend Reina didn't do that well, your friend Reina do really need to learn to cook.
She wants to kill me by food poisoning.
Oh, there's sweet Jesus on a bread.
I'll bring everybody here.
Yeah, that,
Can I?
You can make a barbecue out of it. Or something.
Can I wink at Lanny like you wanna go outside?
yeah. You're seeing
Oh,
when
wow.
you're walking by one of these little cooking diners, and you see this dwarf like talking with Lana that seemed to be quite content with himself. Now he's been eating actually good
Fine.
rat barbecue.
Finally, it's a good rat barbecue.
Revenge
Just
of what
what I needed.
hell
The true
happened.
objective of the trial was
And-
to find the ultimate rat barbecue.
That's gonna be Lanny's goal now. Find the ultimate rat barbecue. He's like Toriko.
Exactly.
Gonna make the best full course in history. But yeah, when you're sitting in there in the diner, the dwarf talking most for the time, and you see Connor passing by and wave at you to follow him.
Yes, I will accompany Connor.
You see the
You.
dwarf
to
like,
his
yeah, well,
shopping
thanks for taking time to eat here, son. I hope we see you by sometime soon again. Remember, Ben Earsel is the best chef in this dang guild.
Jesus Christ, man.
Beautiful. How can you
Even
actually do?
English.
It's the magic of linguistic, I'm saying, son.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
you two end to going out, and there is pretty much this big main street you are on, and you see there's plenty of people going in and out. You see all sorts of people and sorts of races, from humans to elf, gnolls, lizard folks, half-orcs, and even full-blooded orcs, and it's a very, very big mix of people moving around. And it's kind of the interesting thing, even people like Lanny, that is a goblin that's usually seen as pretty much the lowest in the hierarchy of sentient beings, is treated with respect here, or at least as long as they deserve it.
at least as doesn't violate corpses.
What? Corpses?
You never know.
Well,
Yeah.
and yeah, you all two walk around a little bit. It's a pretty nice weather. I mean, they have somehow, partly at least, when it comes to lighting, crystals that are glowing and kind of simulating quite well the sun and all that. So it's pretty nice weather within the ship. And you're following the trails and you're finding all bunch of stores and all. And you were looking for a doggy, right?
Yeah, a dog and traders and stuff like that.
Well, you do find, when you're walking around a little bit, you do find a little, what do you call it, a shop. It's pretty squished in between a couple of big buildings and looks a little bit shady. And it's even more shady when it says Topgar's Shady Business. And you're seeing a gnome sitting there with an eye patch and a big nose like, yeah. Can't. Yo, you two there, the odd-looking couple. Come here and buy stuff,
We'll
please.
just sort of look at him like, green skin, get ready, and just walk towards him.
Yeah, come here. Yeah. Perfect. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have my hand, my gun, like ready to pull it.
Yeah. And he
Hovering.
he looking at you, Lanny, like, oh. Damn, you're ugly. I mean, best costumer. Welcome come to my shady business that is totally not shady at all. I am an honest businessman. I'm Tugbar. And you see,
Now I wish I had my shit.
here, Tugbar, take it.
Splat.
So, what? How can I help you, ladies? I mean, gentlemen, of course.
So we're looking for any gun parts, any equipment.
Ooh, gun
Dogs,
powers.
animals.
Then you come to the right place, because Tugbar has everything you need for guns are the best. Guns are the best mankind could ever create, which was actually made by a goblin. we gnomes kind of stole that idea, but whatever, and we don't care about that. That is history. And yes, what you said, gun parts? Oh yeah, you see it leaning under the desk, lifting up barely because he's pretty weak. He's a little gnome with skinny arms, but he have a very big nose. And you see all kind of you can see all kind of things in this box. It picks up like. You see a rusty dagger, he throwing out the rusty dagger, you avoid to get hit by a weird tin cup, and yeah, all kind of crap he has stuck in there. Like, and then he's like, yeah, this is, look at this, look, Togbar got the real steel here, and he's like, huh! Hold up, and you see a gun barrel chamber for 4 shots. It's actually in pretty good condition. You see with your pretty sharp eyes that it might not be the perfect, but compared to what you have now, it's not actually bad.
Can I just take it to my hand and like inspect it a little bit? See if it is.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, well, you do seem to be an outstanding young man, so I'm gonna let you do that. And what do you, while you checking this shit out, what do you want, my little goblin friend?
I want to see if there are any good spears.
Spears? Like my old idol, Britney Spears, I must say. You're a man of real class. Well, I do have myself a few spears here, and you see, like, shunking around a little bit, like, you know, I debibed some of them from when the weaponsmith over there kind of shut down because he was really dumb, but Dogba, he's smart. And then you see laying up these spears. You see it's 4 different spears. One of them is pretty long, the others are pretty shorter, but you see one of them is pretty much broken instantly, and the other ones are you can roll. I want you to roll for appraise.
Okay.
To judge, one of them you see instantly is broken. So you roll a d20 and what you have in appraise. And I'm sorry, Draconi, but you're still orgasming in the library.
Well, it's 0, so...
By the sound of it, I don't want to be there.
I love books! Magic books!
Fireball!
Shooting fireball for my dick. Oida.
Oh god.
Yeah, you see you picking up one of the spears, and you see it feels good in your hand. It looks nice, it's pretty sparkly and all of that. It looks general, and you see Togbar's like, that is high quality spear made from dwarven steel. I just say, it's very, very good.
Can I take a look at it myself? Can I just like turn around the Lanny and like, let me see that?
Yeah, you can use appraise as well.
Yeah.
Please, Connor, save me.
Save me from bad.
From my shit rolls.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Literally one better.
Now I'll say Gopta. Connor, when you're looking at the spear, you feel like, damn, that is actually a very good spear. And you can confirm to Lana that is good. That is a really nice one.
It looks, I mean, it looks like it's in good shape.
Yeah, and you're seeing Togbar's like, but yes, it is, as I say, made of the dwarven steel. It's super pokery. It can impale anything. I just saying.
Oh god.
I'm gonna whisper at Lania. Let's take this to a test drive. Let's try to take this to a test drive. With my gunfire, like
you can buy it.
Can we test them?
No, that wouldn't
Why
be.
not?
What? No, I can't let you try out a weapon and then return it, and it might be damaged. No, that is a big loss for me. I just want.
Can I hit the spear with my own spear to see if it resists?
Yeah, you can do that. Roll strength, a d20.
Okay.
He fucking breaks both spears. Don't roll a 1!
Please
When did
no.
this turn into Sword Art Online?
I hope never.
Well, this is a scene straight out of Sword Art Online.
Wow.
How do we get one better than each other?
When you stand there rolling, well, you're taking that spear and your spear, and you hit it over yours, and yours break. Your spear breaks.
Great.
And you see
Does
you
it
see
have to
Togba
buy
there
that
like,
one?
see what I'm telling you. This poking at the spear you're holding from his is super strong. I'm just saying, don't doubt Togba.
I guess I have to buy it now. I no longer have a spear.
And that will be 20 gold coins.
Jesus Christ.
How much were this?
Can I haggle?
Yeah, you can try to haggle. You can roll. I can actually, if there is something you can roll for. I mean, since it's pretty hard to actually talk and try to haggle like that. But let's see what we can roll
We
for.
we could make it so you two like haggle with each other and see
Yeah.
if you break.
Let's see. You can roll.
Sleight of hand.
What? Sleight of hand? What are you gonna slide hand for?
I was like, you know, giving some. I was just nothing.
Okay, I know. I am curious what you were thinking. I just didn't hear. I was trying.
I was
to...
thinking about that the haggling thing. So
Okay,
I was just
okay,
looking
okay.
at the skills, like maybe sleight of hand could work or something.
Yeah, I know that doesn't really work for that, sadly. But we can use. Let's roll with diplomacy.
Okay.
So roll a diplomacy check here. Yeah. I mean, I totally 20 gold coins is already a steal, but it might be too much maybe. I mean, 20. I mean, let's say 12 because Togbar is a good friend. Let's
Okay.
Manage it.
That's a good deal,
yeah.
I guess.
Yes, so it costs you 12 gold coins to get this new spear after breaking your old one, actually, right there.
If this shit breaks, I will be salty.
Can I ask how much is it, that cylinder that I'm holding?
What you... Well, that is pretty rare stuff, so I would say 50 gold coins.
That's too much.
But I have 23 kids I need to feed.
I have a hobgoblin that I need to feed.
Touché.
Oh, that.
You can,
And a half.
if you want to haggle, you can roll diplomacy as well.
Oh, fuck. I need to roll really well. What's the worst that can happen, you know?
That you need to buy it. It's that
He raises the price.
Whoops, I can press minus. Oh, that's not bad. Right?
Yeah, well, you see, he's like, no, when you're trying to haggle and lower, he's like, nah, I can't have to 30. That is low as I can go. I have so many kids and so many wives and husbands I need to feed. I'm a very very busy gnome.
Okay. Before that, do you have any kind of animals here?
No.
Do you know any place that serves animals?
I do know that there's, if you go down there to left and then follow it straight into a right, and then you will find Togby's pet shop.
Okay.
It's totally
Thank you.
legitimate.
Can you have this as a reserve? I'll check out the pets first.
Of course. Just come back to Dogma's shady business when you need it.
Thank you. I'm gonna take Lanny and walk to the pet shop.
Yeah.
By the way, what should I write in my weapon now?
We can write spear. It's pretty much the same as you had before, actually.
Okay.
But it do -1 damage. So it's actually
So it's worse.
Yes. Fun fact: a spear. Do you know how much you paid? 12 gold coins for that spear.
It's like 2 gold coins, isn't it?
Yeah, it costs normally 2 gold coins. You overpaid 10 gold coins for that shady spear.
Oh man, I knew
I will
it.
take my revenge.
Yeah, and the thing is that he wanted to take 20 for it.
Yeah, at least I managed to haggle it all.
Yeah.
How bad are you at haggling?
He just reached down his armor like, I'm gonna throw it.
Oh god. But yes, then we're returning to Draconic. Yes, you are in the library. What do? You got this big book from Gemma that you get to sit down at a table and read.
I decide to leave for a bit.
Okay.
I need some things.
He's gonna get to
Some
us.
things. What do you need?
Yeah, some things. I was thinking, I don't know what potions cost. Or it might be useful to have.
Yeah.
Because I can't heal
Ooh.
myself.
That is actually very good. And there is actually a very popular alchemist in the guild, but also that works in the town, so to speak. And she sells quite a lot of potions and stuff like that. Her name is Bob. Ironically.
Bob.
Yeah, she looks like this.
Oh, nice.
And her store is pretty big, and the first you notice when you enter there is full of women in there. And you notice, you can say that almost right away that most of these women that is in there are probably related or daughters to Bob. And she sits there at the desk. You see it full of potions everywhere, bottles of all colors and shapes. And she's seeing you like, but hello there. How can I help you? You're new around here. Hello?
That I am.
And she's like, are you well? You do look like a little bit off the ropes. But you know what I do have for that? I have something right here that can make you full of energy for 2 nights in a row. Hmm?
Sounds shady.
Shady? Don't mix me up with other these people. This is real stuff.
Well,
Of
I'm
course.
new here. How would I know if you're trying to take advantage
Yeah,
of my naivety in this
That
place?
is true. That is true. Actually, I'm terrible sorry for that, sweetie. But yes, what do you wish for? What can I help you with?
Some health potions, I would.
Health potion. That is the basic of all survival, of course. So you see, she turning around like, we have this big one, but she looking at you a little bit. Oh, I look at people, and you see, she picking out a bunch of potions. Like, how much do you want, sweetie?
And how much do they cost?
I actually need to check how much a potion generally costs because alchemy creation. Okay, let's go for this. They cost $200 each.
Damn.
It's probably poison tattoo. I can buy. Ooh, that is pretty neat. I'm not entirely sure. Right up there, we have something about potions. They do. She said for these, it's 15 gold coin per bottle. Since you're part of, since you have been sigilly marked from the guild, you do get the discount on it. So usually it costs 20 gold coins.
I'll take 2 of them.
Yeah. You she turn and pick out 2 of these, and this is 2 potions that heal 1d8.
Nice.
And since you are part of the guild, you seem to get some benefits as usually do get within the guild. And it seems like it's pretty nice. And she giving you the potions, and if you ever need anything else, sweetie, always come here. Bob has all the potions and drinks you need.
Well, I like this place. I'll come back.
Very good. And girls, don't bother him, because you notice that you're surrounded by a bunch of beautiful girls that's like talking a little bit and seemingly flirting with you.
Huh. Lucky you. We got a dirty gnome, and you get girls.
He's a hiring protagonist.
Yeah. I can see Connor like, life is not fair.
Well, he is smarter than you.
Wait, what's your... Yeah, you're probably smarter than me.
But yeah, when you're leaving, you're a few coins poorer, but you do have 2 very good potions that definitely will be good help for future ordeals.
It's
And that is the
1d8,
thing.
did you say? How much did it heal, did you say?
1d8.
Okay, then I marked it correct.
Yeah. And yes, Connor and Lanny, you two continue to the animal pet shop store.
Yes.
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 What was said was belonging to Togby, and when you're entering there, you notice, first of all, it's a gnome. He is very similar to Togbar, almost kind of scary similar. Except minus fact that Togbar had an eye patch over his left eye, and this one has an eye patch over his right eye. Hello there, costume. How can I help you today?
It's you again, isn't it?
Excuse me? Oh, you must have met my twin brother Togbar, right?
Can we see your other eye?
What?
Yeah.
Why
Why do you have an eye patch?
because I'm blind on that eye, and Togbar is blind on the other one. That is why.
What if I told you I can cure your blindness? Would you show me your eye?
I will kiss your ass if you could.
Well, what if you try?
You do have a quite but you see he raising his eye patch, and you see that it is just a gaping hole in the eye socket, that his eye is gone.
There's nothing you can do. I'm sure about that.
But well, there was once hope, but there is not. But do not worry. I didn't see that coming. Joke on me. But yes. But how can I help you today?
We're looking for animals.
Then you have come to the right place, because I have the most. Because you do notice there it's kind of warm in there, because it's quite a lot of animals. You see all from small terrariums having snakes. You see somewhere they have big spiders, and some birds, and some dogs and cats. And see, like, I did just recently get in this one. You see, like, picking up from a little box below the desk. Like, you see, like a little mini velociraptor, like. It's a very for fuck's sake, you bites. It's a bitey one. I call it ankle biter.
Can I see what kind of cages and stuff are the animals in? Are they like? Do they look like they're not treated good, like abuse and stuff?
Well, maybe not the best, but definitely not the worst either. They are seem to be a quite plenty enough room, and they get the water and food at least. But maybe they don't have. They could probably be in better situation, all that. But they seem generally pretty decent, actually, which is surprisingly considering that they seem to have a shady business.
Yeah, I was like wondering if they're not in like a good place. I was gonna fucking tear that place down. Yeah, but can I walk to the dogs?
Yeah. You're seeing a bunch of dogs of all sorts. A few puppies. It seems to be mainly mixed race mutt, so to speak. You see, as soon as you enter, we get closer to them, you see all of them literally stands up, waggling their tails, looking at you with these big puppy eyes, like, and yeah, and then while you do that, you see Togby, the gnome, looking at Lanny like, I could probably sell you for quite a lot of money, you know. Goblins are pretty popular as pets. Now we don't allow that in this ship, but I do probably know people outside the ship that might do that. But
I'm really Connor's pet. It can't be pet to another owner.
You said what?
So
He just doesn't know it.
But I won't go into but your relationship. You probably two have who is the dominant male of you two?
Can I just yell like, no? Here.
What?
Come
No,
here.
it's not him. It's me.
I'm gonna point my pistol at fucking button Lanny. Shut up.
You see walking by you, Lanny, and poke on his the goblin gnome poke his nose like, yeah, I can smell that you're the dominant one. Yes, what do you want, CC be the man?
Which one of them is the cheapest one?
The cheapest? Well, it would be free-legged Willie here. You see him picking up a little puppy. It's a bit smaller than the others, but you see it's mostly probably because it doesn't have eaten too much, and you see it missing one of its front legs. And it's otherwise it seems very energetic as the gnome lifts him up and put him down in front of you. You can get him for like 5 gold because he is no. I mean, I need to remove you soon anyway. So because, but yeah,
isn't that a bit too much though? 5 gold for a malnourished, crippled puppy.
When you put it like that, it sounds bad, but 2 coins.
How about 20 silver?
That is 2 gold coins.
Oh shit.
10 silvers is 1 gold coin, so 2 gold coins is 20 silver.
I'm sorry, I mean 2 silver.
I understand. It sounded so fun. Like, no, how about 20 silver? Like, wow, are you an idiot? What?
Somewhere in the city, Ayas is face palming. You just feel that
He just knows.
Ayas like, why did I do that? It was a reflex.
Instant. Fuck.
Okay, what do you say instead?
2 silver.
2 silver. He's like, okay, 2 silver, and you take the little mutt away. I was gonna clever it.
Sure. 2 silver.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just fling him 2 silvers.
Yeah, you see, like, quickly take him in his long, spindly fingers, like, and then vanish into his pockets, like magic.
So
he's good at fingering.
Damn.
Damn. And well, you're leaving the pet shop, Togby's little pet shop, and going outside, where you actually notice Aya standing. He's just leaving a shop, followed by a bunch of very gorgeous girls. That
he's waving, completely ignorant.
Yeah, he's like, oh wow! And you see, like, you can almost feel like, why is he surrounded by these hotties? But
he's the true harem protagonist.
Yes.
He's the chosen one.
No.
He even doesn't notice it, so that is even more perfect.
You
see them at the moment they leave. But
He just thinks everyone is really friendly.
See, at the moment they do leave, but not after some of them seem to like blow kisses towards you, like, whoa.
Is this Rise of the Shield Hero? Just me and I'm Shield Hero, but Lanny's fucking Raphaelian, Dragonix is every other hero.
You're insulting Raptalia.
You do well. You do have vodka as the shield hero. He's literally a big walking sheep.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Ayas, you meeting these two, and you're seeing that Connor holding a little puppy.
Yo, Ayas, we gotta find somebody that can do prosthetics. We gotta get him a leg.
You see the puppy's
I
like...
thought we are going to eat the puppy.
What?
I thought we are going to eat the puppy.
No.
Don't. He thought you were shopping for food.
Think about it.
The goblin like drooling a little bit, like, what?
Exactly.
Can I?
No eat.
Can I determine if it's a girl or a boy?
Yeah, you do notice it's a boy.
Okay, I need to think about a name before after I get him straight.
Yeah. Free-legged Willy, probably not a good fitting name.
Maybe not.
And it's probably something he just named on the run rather than actually naming them.
Yeah.
And you see the little puppy's like, when Agus is walking close, you see it like, you see that little small growl.
Oh, no. I'm gonna like, can you keep a little distance? He seems to not like you. Don't take it personally. I don't know. Maybe he has a traumatic past. I'm sure he'll like you.
Me, but doesn't like.
I'm sure he'll warm up to you, you know?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Well, okay.
I don't trust that dog.
When you do that, you see it's actually Shaggy in disguise.
Fuck!
Oh shit.
When you do that, you don't need to roll. And you notice actually nothing from the puppy.
Oh, okay.
It seemed actually like it's just very nervous around new people, and it seemed to accept Lanny because he smells like an animal already.
He did explain that he's my pet. And I assume he's warmed up to me also. Since I'm
also, I want Ayas, aka Drancona, I want you to roll an intelligence check. So you roll 20 and D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
My best modifier.
Yeah.
You're 5.
And fuck if you actually fail it.
That would be impressive.
Roll a 1 and a 5.
Oh boy.
He rolls a 1 and turns to vegetable. You see coughing blood and then...
I'm a psychotic dog? Awesome.
Oh my god. Oh god. You go in there and you don't realize this, but I can tell you will realize this with time if you don't get turned into a vegetable. Is that Nerny? What the fuck?
Narnia?
I just had this sound that said Nani, like what? The thing is that, and that will also, I can tell you that as well, not that this puppy has a very, very good nose to smell and detect magic.
Oh.
That is why he reacted to Draconic.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's actually very, very rare. And
I'm going to like this dog.
I chose the right dog. I knew he was the best.
And I see Lanny like, can I still eat him?
And he's just drooling. Yo, Lanny.
It's even tastier now.
It's a magic dog.
Oh god.
Eat it.
Magic is a good seasoning.
Bit salt. But yeah, you do find a good place is actually to find prosthetics and things like that to make is actually the blacksmith that can make something out of it. And you see it's a female half-orc standing there, and
Yuri's ex-girlfriend? Question mark.
Well, she looks like this, so she's pretty big and pretty scary, but
Definitely not Yuri's ex-girlfriend. Is it she
You see,
with
she's
the?
like-
Is it she with the bubble?
Jesus Christ.
yeah, you seeing like she's standing there over the anvil, like hammering down, like looking up at you. See the small tusks from under the lips and the gray skin, and like, what can I help you with?
We need a puppy prosthetic.
She see you, and when you're holding a puppy, she's like, you're getting this intimidating damn aura, like she's about to murder you, walking towards you, and then like starting to pet the puppy. Oh, that's a good doggy.
Yeah, I just rescued him as this,
Oh,
so
she
I
also
wanted
wants
to give him a
eat the
leg.
dog.
I understand. I'm gonna try to do so much I can. She turns around. It's a growing puppy, so we can't do too much right now. And
I'll give you
I would
anything
actually.
that I have, if you can make this.
I can make something. It would probably take a few days, but
It's fine. We'll give
Yeah.
him food, water, anything he needs. I want him safe.
I can make sure of that.
Thank you so much.
And also, if you're part of the guild, right?
Yes.
She turned around. That's good. If you never need to repair your items or buy new, I'm the one here to deal with that.
That's very good to know. Thank you. I'll look forward to our cooperation.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, do you make magic items?
She's looking at you like a bit suspicious.
No.
I can, but I rarely do it because it's often, of course, very hard to incorporate into items. But I've been working
I
with that in
understand,
the
just
past.
curious.
Takes notes.
Takes note.
Yes.
And
This
you,
girl.
she looking at Lanny like, and what are a hobgoblin doing here?
And you're trying to eat the dog.
I kick Lan in the shin like, no, we talked about this.
I have very persistent goblin.
And you see, she turns around to you like, if you touch this puppy, I will cut off your dick and ram it into your ear, into your brain, and make you sneeze it out.
Thank
The
you.
one that will touch the dog is the cook, not me. I would just eat it.
She's flicking your forehead, and it feels like you almost break your neck. She's incredible strong, and she turns around like, I will make sure the puppy stays safe and getting all the items needed to make a leg for it for now.
Thank you so much.
She bows her head a little bit.
We'll come
Damn
back
it.
in a day or two. You saved his
Do
life,
so.
probably. Most likely.
Now, you see the puppies, when you let it down and it stands there, it looks at you with its big eyes when you're all walking away, and you see the tail turn about, and it looks like.
I wanna just kneel before him and don't worry, we'll come with food and with water. I'll come you to eat every day. I wanna pet him like I love you.
Yeah.
I fucking love
you
you.
I love my magic puppy. Yes, yeah, you're getting food for it, and it seemed to understand a little bit. It's still puppy, and it's just happy to be there. And Draconic, you know how your potions, and you have now you know about the library. You have full access, pretty much most of it, and can read and study and all that. So you were learning a fire spell, right?
Yes.
Because you leveled
Fine.
up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone in this group also did level up one, so you're now level 2
Yeah.
and are super strong. Okay, maybe not super strong yet, but you're in a good way.
Get in there, you know.
Getting there, yes. One step at a time. And I guess we can cut it for now, actually, because now you've all been able to prepare a little bit, and well, except Lanny, if he want. Well, you did buy a new spear.
What's worse than your old
did
one?
a great feat of downgrading my equipment.
Amazing! Applause for
I'm
Lanny.
doing very well.
And Let's see. Connor got a puppy, and Draconic, aka Arias, got some poachers and some
And
library.
I got dinner.
Yeah, you did get dinner, so that is pretty nice.
And talking about the dog.
No.
Yeah.
Sad part is, I don't think there are any fire spells I can learn at the moment.
Oh god.